Hello, my Minecraft family. Welcome to episode 9. In the last episode, we finished our basement storage system, and we wanted to build a wool farm as well. However, I ran out of time, so we're going to do that in this episode. But before we do that, I have something I want to take care of. If you see, I have 61 levels. Yes, 61. And I am terrified of losing all those levels. So I've got myself a stack of books, well actually half a stack of books, and a stack of lapis. So you know what that means. We're heading out to the enchanting garden, yes. And we are going to use all these levels, create ourselves as many enchanted books as we can, and get ourselves all set. So yeah, let's do that, and then we'll work on that wool farm. Oh, I'm so excited to see what kind of enchanted books we can make. Alright, we got 61 levels. Let's see what we can do. So let's pop a book in there, pop some lapis in there, and efficiency 4, sweeping edge, knockback. I think for the most part, I am going to stick with all level 30 enchants until I can no longer do it. So let's go ahead and grab these. Efficiency, yes, another book. Bane of Arthropods. Alright, big fan, but we got it anyway. And Respiration 3, I'm okay with that. Whoops. Taking the book before it's ready. Alright, what else we got? Fortune 2. I like Fortune 2. We can combine that with other Fortune 2s. We can make our Fortune 3. Unbreaking 3 is always nice to have. Oh boy, looks like we got some extras there. Fantastic. Alright, keep going. Power 3. Bingo. Sharpness 3. Yes, I could use Sharpness 3. It's always good against creepers. Another efficiency 4. Feather falling. Grab the efficiency 4. Can combine that. Efficiency 5. Fire protection. Impaling. Impaling is pretty cool. I mean, if and when I get a trident. And fire protection 3. Let's go with impaling. Alright, we're moving right along down to level 35 already. This is going quick. Alright, so efficiency 4 again. Looks like we're not getting too many with extras on it. Power 3. I really don't need power 3. That I think would be a waste. Feather falling and unbreaking. Can always merge unbreaking books, so we'll grab that one. And looks like we're down to level 30, so this will be our last level 30 enchant, which I'm not happy about, so let's grab Unbreaking, and that does it for our level 30. So now we're down to level 15s here. So, Protection 2. Alright, we'll snag it. Why not? Why not? Piercing, and Infinity. Alright, nothing I like there, so I think we're going to stop right there. And, we'll tally up our books, merge some of them, and put them in our collection for when we really, really need them. Alright, cool. Now we can get back to setting up our wool farm. I've scouted out an area, and I think this is where I'm going to put my sheep shearing shed. And what I want to do is I want to create, I guess, one for each color of sheep. So I'll have all the colors, and I believe there's 16 different colors that we can make sheep. So I've laid out a grid here, or maybe not a grid, but I've laid out a pattern here behind me of 16 blocks. So each one of these blocks is going to be basically a chest that's going to collect the different wools from all the different sheep colors. So each one of these will basically be a different color wool collector. Let me put all these down real quick. Alright, so just like that. And I think what's going to happen is as you're coming down the path, basically you'll have, I don't know if you want to call it a shop, store, or something, but you can come into this area here and get whatever wool you want from any one of these chests. So in order to create, I guess, these automatic sheep shearing wool farms, we're going to need to put a hopper on top of this. We're going to need to put a rail, and then we're going to need to put a hopper mine cart, and then we're going to need an observer, and we're going to need a dispenser. So we're going to need all of that just for one of these, and we have 16 here, I believe. So yeah, so I'm going to go over to the mob farm and go collect some of the bows and probably some of the string and things that I need to make dispensers and go craft those up. And yeah, and then also craft up the observers from the materials that I got from the nether. And we'll get all that together and we'll start putting those up. I am back with all the materials that I need to get this underway. So let's start with this one over here, and what we're going to need to do is get ourselves our hoppers. There we go. And we're going to put them in the back of the chest that we want it to go into. And we put a rail on top of that and a hopper minecart on top of that. Why a hopper minecart? Because we need it to pull items through a solid block. So the solid block that we're going to need it to pull through is going to be a grass block or slash dirt block. So that's actually going to sit. It's actually going to sit on top of here, which I don't think I can do right away. So let me go and build up to that. There we go. So this is going to be the block that the sheep is going to stand on and get sheared on. So its wool is going to drop on top of it. And we're going to need the hopper minecart because it can pull through a whole block. So it'll pull that through a whole block into this hopper, which would then go into this chest. So if we go ahead and actually try to throw something up there, if I can get it up there, it should come into this chest. And it did. All right, very good. So we are going to have to do that for each and every one of these. Okay, now that's all done on each one of them, I am going to extend this dirt all the way across the top of each one of them. And now that we have the collection mechanism in place and the platform where the sheep are going to stand, what we now have to do is put in the actual observers and dispensers that are going to shear the sheep. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to look at this block with the observer so that when it goes from a grass block to a dirt block, it triggers. So we do that by actually just pointing an observer right into the back of it. Oh, don't need it on both of those. So let me take that one down, and it's going to go into every other one. Okay, now that we have the observers looking into the block we want, we now have to put a dispenser up there so that we can dispense the shear that will shear the sheep. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to get our dispenser, we're going to plop that right on top of our observer. So we'll do that for each and every one. Okay, all of those are now in place. And the rest is just kind of building up to make sure that the sheep stay in place. Because what's going to happen is the sheep's going to be standing right here, and we need to make sure that he doesn't move from here. So we have to build up some, barriers around him so that he stays put. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on that. I forgot one critical component, which is actually the redstone between the observer and the dispenser. So what you need to do for that is put a block there coming out of the observer, and then put a drop of redstone. Oh, I gotta get my redstone. And then put a drop of redstone behind it. So right here, put a drop of redstone, so that when this block changes, it signals to this observer, which sends a signal to this block, which transfers it to this redstone, which then triggers this dispenser. So that's very key. I forgot about that entirely. So, yeah. Oh, and these are grass blocks. So you need to get grass propagating across all of this because this has to be grass. But in order to get grass to grow on here, you need a grass block adjacent to it or next to it. So I moved up some grass blocks here with my Silk Touch pickaxe so we can start propagating the grass. Okay, back to build. Alright, with the wool farm all completed now, there is only one thing we need to do, and that is to fill in all of these picture frames with the item that belongs with it. So here we'll grab a red wool and put that in. And let's see how many orange. Oh, yep, they're all about the same. So this has been running for quite a few hours now. Yellow had a lot, basically, because we had a lot of yellow sheep in the beginning, and I consolidated that. Green is looking good. Blue. And purple, or magenta. Nice. And purple. Everything's looking good so far. All our collection is working. All our sheep are producing. It's fantastic. I'm so happy with it. Could finally, you know, put some banners up. We could finally do some nice colorful things around the village. Could make some carpets. Could maybe decorate our house a little better. So yeah, this is all looking good. And carpet is excellent for spawn proofing as well. So I am going to be using that a lot. And we're down to light gray, and last but not least is white. All right, there we go. There are all our wool colors. Should be everyone in the game. And this is producing very well. So I am super excited about this. I have 2 looms here, so maybe we'll eventually get a villager over here to, become a shepherd. And we'll be able to utilize him. But for now, I think that's going to do it. So we now have a wool farm. And we get to decorate with it, and we get to spawn proof with it, and it's just really super cool. I'm so excited. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to send me a like. I really, really use it. And see you in the next episode. Bye.